live.
Well, what you can call life. So welcome to We Are Not Here to Please You. My name is Rafael Novak and with me is...
Artur Reinikainen. You can see how that's spelled somewhere on the internet.
Most likely not, it's Finnish. It's anyway a damn made up language, so nobody's gonna believe you that anyway.
Yeah.
So, we are sitting here and basically we have no idea yet what we want to do in that sense, but well, I guess we're just gonna try what the fuck we are doing here.
Yeah, we're about to talk some shit.
Yeah, basically, that's the damn point. Like, I mean, it's an open medium. You can do whatever you want to, and well, why not at least try
Yep.
it? Other people like it, or fuck off. Basically, that's the damn major point of it. So.
Yeah.
No, but in the end, well, we're gonna see where it develops.
Yeah.
I mean, well, in the end, like I was the person that wanted to do that stuff and just kind of bullied you basically into it.
More or less, yeah. I might have been rather, maybe intoxicated would be the right word to use in this context.
You mean fucking drunk?
Slightly fucking drunk.
Yeah, that was the first time I brought it up, basically. Because, I mean, I'm a long-time listener to the Smodcast network, so there's the home of Kevin Smith's network, and I rather enjoyed it over a long period.
Yeah.
I think I actually listened in the last half year, overall, over several shows, I think, to, let me lie, 600-700 episodes.
Right.
So I kind of really... Yeah, I really stopped entirely listening to music when I walk somewhere or stuff, so I just kind of keep listening to that.
Yeah, I have to say I'm fairly new to podcasts as such. I know they exist, but I've never really, well, at least I've never actively followed a show of any kind, I think. But here I am, making one, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. Well, on the other hand, it's kind of hard to find to get into the podcast thing. Of course, you know it exists.
Yeah.
But there are just so many available, and you kind of need to find a certain kind of podcast that just fits your humor.
I think it mostly goes that you need to stumble upon one that catches your fancy more than, you go around the internet searching for what should I listen to today.
Yeah, I mean, it happened to me. Like, I stumbled over the podcast of Adam Carolla. That's how I started to listen to it.
Yeah.
By accident, because I rewatched old episodes of The Man Show and stuff like that, and I kind of researched what have he done in the last couple of years, and apparently, like, he does podcasts. And I was like, what the fuck is a podcast? Yeah. Like what most people in this moment thought, kind of like, and then I was kind of like, I checked it out, and I enjoyed it rather a lot, and listened mostly exclusively to that one. Okay, previously I listened to Howard Stern, but that's a whole different topic. No, but and somehow then another accident happened, and I stumbled over the podcast things from Kevin Smith.
Yeah, well, I have to say that when you suggested this whole thing, it was more or less, does anyone even listen to podcasts anymore? Wasn't that like a temporary thing that kind of blew over already? But after you showed me the various loads and loads of different things, then I suppose it's still alive and kicking.
Actually, it's bigger than that, because in the last couple of years, it kind of, everybody stopped listening to radio.
Yeah.
Because with the availability of smartphones and such things, everybody has it on their fingertips available right away. And you get, like, for Android and like Apple and stuff, like just apps available, like that's no work that you don't have to download stuff. You can like right away listen on your device, even in your mobile. So because of that reason, it kind of got quite huge, because the right people got into it, so everybody enjoyed it. And well, it was not anymore so bound to home.
Yeah.
I think like when it started, was kind of like this meager little thing that, because well, you listened at home on your PC to it, and that was kind of like, well, I have to sit in front of my device to listen to it. But now it kind of got fairly mobile, so.
Yeah. Well, obviously has something to do with the with the whole experience.
No, but I have to say, I definitely have to contribute this, that we even tried it, to Kevin Smith in that point. because in one of his shows...
Oh, thanks, Kevin.
Yeah, thanks, Kevin. In one of his shows, he kind of said, like, hey, little homework assignment for you guys. And the next year, I don't say next week, next month, just sit down with a friend and a buddy and just record a podcast. Just try it. Just give it a shot. I mean, in the end, like, come on, like, if you don't try something, you might regret it at some point. I mean, that may be totally gonna crash and burn. Like, totally negative responses, like, if even anybody ever gonna listen to that, besides the people that we know that want to listen to it.
We just bug into listening to it. Come on.
They just want to fucking see us fail. Yeah. How terrible, what we produce, how much it sucks.
Yeah, well, we shall see. Time will tell.
Or it won't tell because nobody's gonna respond.
Yeah. And then it will just, slowly dwindle down and die off at some point when we get really bored and angry and won't be talking to each other ever again.
Well, I'm already bored, angry, and fat.
But you're still talking to me at least.
Yeah.
So we got that going.
Yeah, at least that. I mean, when I thought of this whole idea, it was like, let's be honest, I just was looking for people. Oh yeah, by the way, we are in damn Finland, so as a side note. So I was kind of looking for people that are witty, fast with the words, and, well, just have the right kind of humor and combine the ability to speak that language halfway. I know that my fucking grammar sucks ass, but, well, at least I'm fast with terrible words.
Yeah.
And, well, like in drunken evenings when we usually got together, so that kind of dawned to me that it would be a good matchup, just from the matter of kind of same kind of humor, though.
Yeah. A German and a Finn. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm a German, by the way.
Yeah. Having a bit of a chit-chat. A bit like in the 40s.
Yeah, and there come the dark places already, Alan.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, why sorry? It's an open damn medium.
Yeah,
so.
I was just thinking maybe it's a bit too early. For the evening, I mean. Not early, as in too soon.
Yeah. But
it's been quite a while since.
But that from Mr. Let's take it not too silly. Like them freaking... How many? Yeah, that not even 8 minutes in, and the first, second word were references in.
Yes, well... Sometimes it just happens.
Yeah. No, but
it's the damn Nazis' fault.
Well, yeah. It's always our fault. We damn know it. But Finns, come on. How can you blame us? You were on the same fucking supporting side.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it was us or the Russians, and come on, they weren't really good to you guys before.
Yeah.
Dead air. Nothing on.
Yeah, I was just thinking about what was the saying? Between a rock and a hard place, I think.
Yeah, basically.
Is the one I was going for.
What has been going on in the last week or week? Anything to talk about?
Well, I bought myself a bike. And I decided that, well, I want to go cycling to work.
That sounds already terrible. It includes work, and I'm that fucking lazy. I learned to operate my mouse on the PC with my foot. I can select stuff, I can scroll. I'm damn lazy. Cycling to work, I mean the combination of cycling to work and the word work.
Yeah, and don't forget that you need to cycle back as well.
I'm damn aware of it. Oh, short sidetrack. When I was like damn 16 or something, when you learn a profession, that was a place that produced this ready salads and stuff, and in the end, like, it was like bicycle time, like 45-50 minutes away, but this place was so remote that like either I would have gotten to my shift to work but not back.
Yeah.
So in the end I ended up like having Okay, I guess that was a burp. We may or may not edit that one out. We will see that later. And so in the end, it was kind of like, you had to bicycle 50 minutes to work and back, and it was really bone-breaking work.
Yeah.
I fucking hated it. How far is your workplace?
It's about 9.5, 10 kilometers. Whatever that's in miles. 6-ish, maybe.
Hook. Hey, by the way, damn Americans, I know you love your miles, but you and what is the other country that uses it?
UK at least.
No.
Use miles. Yeah,
Okay.
for distances, yes.
Well, like, we are not that well educated at that point, so take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah,
But I think it's only like...
I've watched my share of Top Gear and they talk about miles all the time.
Yeah, I think it's just like tops a handful that talk
Yeah.
about miles. So
Yeah,
get
so-
over your damn miles.
Yeah, go metric.
No, but isn't it like basically, 60 miles an hour is 100 kilometers per hour.
So yeah,
So that's,
yeah, no, 1.5 kilometers.
yeah,
is about 1 mile
1.3,
there.
1.4,
Yeah,
yeah.
somewhere around that. We don't really care.
Yeah, why we are even getting into that? Okay, keep going.
Sidetrack once again. Anyway, yeah, cycling to work. Yeah, that should take around 30 minutes or so, half an hour, give or take.
What is
but-
the city name of it? I bet it's a funny name again, though.
The part of the city where I'm going to is Hervanta.
Ah,
Yeah.
ah. I was hoping for a more amusing one.
Yeah, well, it's here in Tampere, which is a funny name as well. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
not. But the thing is, I kind of checked out the route beforehand. All right, that's where I want to be going, and the first half of it went fairly okay. And then I took to a little side road, and they had, like signs. Hervanta, all right, yeah, that's where I want to be going. And then suddenly the sign stopped.
And then there was a man in a dark coat.
Unfortunately,
Smiling at you.
No, unfortunately, no, nothing that interesting. The other thing is, I ended up going backwards and forwards, and ended up in a, what's it called? Come on,
Looking for words.
yes,
We are both, by the way, really, really tired. Hard work week, so
yeah,
bear with
So-
us.
path in the forest that a track maybe
A trail.
you run. Yeah. Well, it's a pre-made thing. Still not one that kind of develops over time, but
Let's just call it a way
All
that
right,
brings you from A to B.
yeah, a forest trail. And I knew the way I wanted to be going because there's a large road leading to Hervanta center. And I was going under that road for possibly 3 or 4 times, just looking for a road that would go adjacent to that large road, not across it, or under it in this case. And anyway, I ended up riding this jogging trail with huge bloody hills going up and down, and I was sure I was going to die because
Nothing is worse than uphill.
it was really warm and I had nothing to drink, and I was definitely sure I'm going to be killed. But in the end,
So that some randomly just a guy in a hockey mask shows up with a fucking machete. He's like, hi,
no more just like dehydrated and can't breathe anymore.
That's a boring scenario.
Yes.
Come on, how would you rather die? Dehydration and tired, or a dude swinging a damn chainsaw?
Yeah, but how many people get to die in an interesting way?
Actually, I have a whole damn list what we're gonna get on the other episode into it. Because, I also had to wait to
Yeah.
damn exciting week in that way.
Yeah.
Not exciting, busy
Yeah.
week.
But then again, my getting lost isn't really the thing that's been,
Well, we have boring lives, so...
unfortunately, yes. But yeah. Then finally riding back home, it really did take only half an hour once I knew where I was going. But the thing that kind of came up was one of my really, really big pet peeves is people who are walking on the wrong side of the street.
They should be fucking hanged, shot, decapitated, or what the fuck ever.
Yes.
Like, I just fucking side note, I lived in damn Frankfurt. They have on the escalators, yeah?
Yeah.
The fucking side. There's one standing side, one fucking walking side. You stand right, you walk left. It's a damn international fucking rule, but all these damn morons don't fucking get it. You miss your fucking subway for that.
Yeah.
There are rules like we're living in a damn society. We're not a bunch of savages.
Yeah. And I'm always thinking, do these people, when they're riding in their car, are they like, well, I'll just pick whichever lane is looking nice today and going against the fucking traffic? No. So why are you doing it when you're walking? Wouldn't be just easier for everyone if you could just go on the right side of the road?
Apparently not.
Yeah.
And if you haven't noticed it, I'm apparently the way more angry one, and he's the more centered one.
I'll just bottle up my anger and let it.
Yeah, well, you're finished,
Yeah.
so
I'll let it fester inside and.
till you kind of go on a fucking rampage and kind of kill around 25 to 30 people at some point, I guess.
Yeah. But I was really hoping that I'd have a lance or something on my bike that I could just skewer those fuckers.
Oh, fuck yeah. The old traditional way.
Yeah.
Only that they can't defend themselves.
Yeah.
Just like you end your bicycle ride and there are like 20 people on your fucking lance hanging.
And I actually, well, okay, I'm not ashamed to admit this. When I'm walking, okay, when I'm riding my bike, that's a bit harsh to do. But walking, if I'm on the right side of the road, and people are coming towards me, I'll just keep fucking going. I play chicken with them. I see if they will move.
Oh fuck, can I make one short side note?
Sure.
When I'm a learned professional electrician.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, me and my buddy, it was the only guy that was in that company fucking awesome and cool, but he was kind of a maniac, as I figured out later on. Yeah. But a cool maniac, not like a fucking I gonna saw you up when you sleep. He had just a kind of weird kind of sense of humor. Well, we were driving to a job. Well, we were in the big company car, and there was a really narrow street. There was like basically space for 2.5 cars, or the complete road together. So if you ride next to each other, there's already almost no fucking space. And well, we came out of when we fixed stuff, and a car came towards us. He went like, "Let's play chicken." Looked at me with all fucking psycho, and hit the fucking gas pedal. Okay. And fucking accelerate. I was like, are you mad? Are you fucking insane? I know I'm gonna die one day, but I'm gonna be so fucking pissed at you if that day is today. Luckily, the other person chickened out.
Yeah.
That was one exciting day.
I can imagine.
I almost needed a damn diaper change.
Yeah, but it seems I can develop road rage even as a pedestrian.
I would be a terrible driver. I'm an angry person. Okay, I'm usually a kind of quite relaxed person, but I have certain bullet points where I would know if I would be a driver, I would be the fucking road rage master. Just I would kind of. Well, first place kind of like, you have a weapon around you.
Yeah.
I'm not big, so like, hey, look at my big gun, Yeah. Who could fight against the tons of steel I have around me? I bet I would just, if somebody cuts me off, I would just follow them for fucking kilometers or miles.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's really one of the things that gets me every time. Why can't you go
on the fucking right side of your path?
Everybody wins when you do that.
Yeah. Well, you know what's even fucking worse? If you're kind of in a hurry and there's no shortcut but going through the inner city, and you have these people where you think like you can walk around them, but in the end they kind of start waving to the left, to the right, and it's kind of like, do I have to first punch you in the damn neck that you let me go past?
Yeah. And the next worst thing I think is groups of people who are taking up the whole fucking road. They're going side by side.
4 or 5 people, yeah.
Or even 3 people if there's space enough between them, and they'll be
You mean if they are
to.
fat? No, I'm kidding.
Then they won't have any space between them.
Yeah, then it's just one
Going to be
massive
touching
blob.
a wall of stuff.
And yes, we don't discriminate fat people, so get the fuck over it. No kidding around.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's always the damn worst thing. Kind of like, if you have this one group of people, like, we are so damn interesting, we have to talk and we can't make them space even if we see that somebody comes towards us.
Yeah.
Wait, are we going for a funny podcast or are we just gonna keep ranting? I'm good with either way.
Yeah.
Actually, better with ranting.
Fuck it. Well, just we'll see where it goes. I mean, trying intentionally to be funny is usually a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, have you seen any of the scary movies or date movies?
Yes, I have. Unfortunately, but I'm not ashamed to admit it.
Yeah, I always kind of have like this. You know what? It's terrible, but well, if it comes on Netflix or something, because we would not ever pirate or anything like that ever, because we obey the rules and the laws.
Yeah.
But if it
Don't
comes...
pirate stuff, kids. Don't do it.
And by the way, the funny thing is, you just pointed at the damn microphone like anybody could see
well,
it.
Come on, the people are inside there.
Yeah, I bet they are.
Yeah. That's the audience.
Yeah,
Right
but the audience is quite small in the size of that microphone.
Yeah, well.
No, but in like, if you get it available on something like Netflix, of course I give it a shot. I don't expect to laugh out loud and be like, oh, that's the funniest thing I ever seen.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like, it's more kind of like, you know, like a car crash.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's terrible, but you can't look away.
Yeah.
You just give it a shot.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, what was what was one movie where you really had to turn it off because it was terrible? Just like, you know, usually I give a movie the benefit of the doubt. Like, well, it's going to pick up, the story is going to conclude, or whatever. Just give it the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I'm usually the same way. If I start something, I want to see it till the end, because it might just be that it gets better. And then I feel that if I don't see it to the end, it might just, I might lose something.
Yeah.
It might be a great film in the end, but if I give up too early,
you wouldn't know it.
Yeah, I would know it.
And I'm writing on scripts. I'm trying to make short movies, so I'm especially kind of give everything the benefit of a doubt. But what
the film that I've stopped watching?
And don't count all the gay porn you watch.
I always watch that too. Till the happy ending.
You have to watch it in reverse, then it looks like the hooker gives the money back to the customer.
Yeah. And then there's also this fancy meat vacuum that sucks up all the stuff from her face. How great is that?
No, but what was the last movie what was so outrageously bad that you would say, I can't fucking stand another fucking second of that piece of shit?
I really have difficulty coming up with any of that.
Can I say?
I did have a moment. I was ill for a while, down with a flu or something like that, and I was at home and I wanted to watch something on Netflix, I believe, and somehow just, I started a film and I watched it for a while, and somehow it didn't just, it wasn't the thing that I wanted at that moment. So it wasn't like this is a bad film. It just wasn't the kind of thing I was looking for at that point. But seriously, I mean, it might even be possible that I've never stopped watching something because it's so bad.
I'm almost embarrassed to say my movie in that point, because it seems like I'm gonna be a fucking hater and blah and boo hoo hoo.
Maybe I'm just, I pre-select my films
well,
carefully.
That's the reason why that movie I didn't pre-select it in that moment. That's why I'm maybe gonna come off like, boo-hoo, why you gonna hate on that movie and blah, and so, yeah. But it was kind of like, I didn't make, in that usually I'm all over the damn place, and like, who's gonna be in the next project, like, I almost jizzed my damn pants when I heard that fucking Batman is gonna appear in Man of Steel 2, and that is the fucking foundation of there's gonna be a Justice League movie. I mean, fucking, usually I'm all over that news and stuff, but, well, there was a between time where I was really busy and I didn't really keep that much up with the news, and then I only read, like, because I generally usually enjoy vampire movies. If they are corny or serious, like, usually I kind of enjoy them. So I was like reading, like, Twilight, vampire movie. Yeah, like, again, I'm not trying to hate on Twilight or whoever likes Twilight or what fucking ever. Okay. But I didn't know the premise. I only like read vampire. Like, well, it was one evening, and then I put it on, and it was kind of like, well, first half hour, nothing happens. Yeah. First 45 minutes, nothing happens. Then after an hour, I was kind of like, I know there was only, half an hour left of the movie, but I was kind of like, really, you know what? I seriously can't stand it anymore. Yeah. There's seriously nothing happening story-wise. Okay, maybe the books might be better. I have no fucking idea. And maybe that movie might be not bad to whomever, but in that moment, it really didn't hit my spot.
Yeah, have you
But the first time that I didn't research what I watched first.
I was just going to ask, have you ever heard of the internet and Google?
What the fuck is the internet?
Yeah.
And
I mean,
again,
just if you put in Twilight and hit enter, it just might be that you're running into some negative reviews and viewpoints on this thing.
But again, I'm not really actually ripping on that movie. It was only like this one case of scenario where a movie just didn't hit my spot. And I watched a shitload of terrible movies, but intentionally terrible movies. Like, I even enjoy movies like The Toxic Avenger, if you're familiar with that.
I know of it, and I've seen bits, and it's actually on my watch list, but I haven't seen it yet.
I have to say, watch part 1 and part 4.
Okay.
Part 2 and 3 are silly, you can still watch them, but they are not really making sense. But it's this kind of thing of humor that kind of works. It's a terrible movie, but it's kind of like, you know, many people might hate it.
Yeah.
But I at least damn enjoy it.
Okay. Well, yeah. I had a very sheltered childhood, and I wasn't allowed to watch films that my mother deemed were too scary or whatever. So I somehow never got around to it.
I have to lie, but I can't even remember how old I was when I seen the first time Bloodsport. You know with Jean-Claude Van Damme?
I know it, yeah.
Fucking badass. By the way, side note again, sidetrack. When the Expendables came out, I, again, almost fucking came in my pants. Because it was all the fucking 90s action heroes when I fucking grew up.
Yeah.
Just my puberty time, and that was testosterone coming all over the fucking screen. All over your face, neck, and chest, you know? And
that's not an image I wanted to have.
You're welcome, though.
Yeah.
No, but I don't know how young I was, but my dad watched it with me because, you know why?
Yeah.
Because he know that I'm not a fucking moron. I know it's a damn movie. It's not real. I watched so many Jean-Claude Van Damme movies and all this kind of similar kind of movies. Of course, he would never have played something like Night of the Living Dead if I would have been that young.
Yeah.
But you always know, like, the difference of the line. Like, come on. I know he's not that bright, but he knows the difference.
Yeah. I think I saw Terminator 2 when I was 12 or maybe 13.
By the way, without a doubt, one of the best movies of all fucking time.
Yeah.
That are really 2 hours that fly by. There's not a downtime. Not like, you know, like in many movies, like, oh, let's put in a love story and to kill time. That movie is from beginning to end packed tightly with story perfection.
Yeah.
By the way, a man walks into a bar. Just as a visual image. Come on, when he walks on. It's corny, I damn fucking know it.
Yeah.
damn enjoyed that damn movie.
Well, that had the effect on me that for the next week or two, maybe, as I was going to bed, I was just, when the lights went off, I was just waiting for two red eyes to appear somewhere and the guy coming to kill me.
So you were afraid that the fucking Terminator is gonna molest you?
I was... Well, molest me to death, apparently.
Yeah. With his big metal cock.
I wasn't going that far, actually, in my
Well, you were young.
Yes.
In this moment, I guess you fucked like with his big metal pee-pee.
No, I think it was more like...
Please don't kill me.
I don't know exactly. I wasn't thinking of the actual execution of this... the end of my life.
Yeah.
But I was still worried that he is going to appear somewhere for whatever reason. Not that I was going to be the leader of the resistance in the future after the nuclear war. Fuck no, it was just like...
You would have fucking hid it in the damn corner.
Yeah. But still, maybe there was some maybe there's some point to age limits in films.
Yeah, I guess, definitely, because... Wasn't it part 2 where they... Was it part 1 or part 2 when it starts with crushing the skulls?
That's part 2.
Yeah. I thought so too, but I wasn't quite sure because it has been a few months to have seen it.
Yeah.
I have to say months because I kind of revisit that movies kind of
Yeah,
periodically.
it's one of my favorites as well. I've seen it.
But it's it can be kind of traumatizing in that sense.
Yeah, and from that...
We are drinking beer while we're doing that.
Yeah.
We are fucking nervous, so... No, but
bear with us.
Yeah, bear with us. No, but in the end, it's kind of like this, there's skull crushing and this weird scenarios. It's a quite dark tone in that movie. It kind of, if you're too young, it might frighten you.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing is that the Terminator, or both of them, because they're so nearly indestructible. That's the scariest bit. I mean, they're not stopping, and you can't really stop them. You can't fight them. They're just coming and do whatever the fuck they're going to do.
Because they're a machine. If you chop off a part of them, the rest of the parts move on. And I think that's a ground idea, basically, what makes that scenario scary.
Yeah.
But you know what kind of freaked the shit out of me when I was a kid?
No?
And I so shouldn't have seen that movie when I was that age.
Yeah.
I think I was 11 or 12. Wait, when did the new Nightmare came out from Freddy Krueger? Was it 96 or 97?
I have no idea.
Something around that. I think
We can always check it on the internet. The thing you've not heard of.
Yeah, we can do it. Is that the pause?
No, that didn't really do anything.
I forgot I hit pause. Wait.
No, we're already live, but go ahead.
What? Okay, so I guess I thought we cut it
No,
out.
you were going to be saying something.
Yeah, so I guess... and let's keep it fucking in, because it's our first episode, so mistakes happen, and... Well... Okay, yeah, like we said, the new Nightmare... it came out in 94.
Oh.
I was 12 years old.
Yeah.
My parents was going out on the night out, and apparently no babysitters needed. And the TV available, and of course I just kind of kept zapping around on the TV, and on came the new Nightmare.
Yeah.
And holy fucking shit. I mean, I watched that movie, I was captivated, so terrified like never in my life, but I still didn't turn it off. I kept them watching.
Yeah, I know.
And I was for weeks after that, especially that night, just laying in bed, the blanket up to my nose, like I'm never gonna sleep again, That's why I actually think that movie worked so well just for that damn reason, because in your sleep getting killed, you're damn vulnerable.
Yes.
And that just kept my...
It's a brilliant idea. It's a fucking brilliant idea.
It totally... My imagination was running wild with it. Especially as a child. You go to weird places anyway with your mind.
Yes.
And then introducing where you're already aware, like, hey, you can hurt yourself,
Mm-hmm.
but you think like sleep is safe, but suddenly like, no,
Yeah.
sleep is actually it's more dangerous like as
Yeah.
being awake. Oh my
Yeah.
fucking god! But I have to say, like, I'm fucking love Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
And I still don't understand why the fuck did they had to cast a new Freddy Krueger in the damn new movie.
They did? I've not heard of it.
The remake
No.
came out like 2 years ago.
No.
2 or 3, I'm not on the facts, but
completely missed that.
yeah, they just make the remake like they do with fucking everything. I don't mind the remake if
Right.
it's good, but
Yeah.
to 99% it won't. No, but in that case
Yeah,
of
and they
scenario,
already have like 57 Nightmares on Elm Street already, so why the fucking remake?
yeah. No, but in that scenario, it's kind of like, you know what? Freddy is anyway like to 90% in the first movie anyway in mask,
Yeah.
so you don't see his face.
Mhm.
And what is the trademark of Freddy? It's the claw
Claw, yeah.
and his voice.
Yes.
So suddenly they introduced the new. Okay, they kind of got more into deep, like how the person and blah, and then
Yeah.
burn wounds, and
Mm-hmm.
but somehow the new Freddy didn't work for me.
Okay. Well, I can't really comment on that because I've not seen it, but I'll
It's
take your word for
terrible.
it anyway.
It's terrible in that point because I don't see the point of like changing an actor
Mm.
if it's not really pretty face time in general.
Yeah. But do they show him early on in the film or something like that?
You mean like without scars and burn wounds?
No, I mean, when you're watching the film, does he appear, can you see him?
Yeah, without scars. Yeah.
No, but with the scars and everything, because the thing I'm
They
going,
changed the mask a lot.
the thing I'm going after is that usually the best way to ruin a scary film is to show the monster.
They showed them quite early, quite a
Yeah.
lot, and
Because your imagination is always better than whatever the filmmakers can come up with.
yeah, that was a point. Like we're going to go also in one of the later episodes in
Yeah.
because I researched censorship in different countries and stuff
Right,
like
yeah.
that. That's gonna fit into that point.
Okay.
But you're right. Like what you don't see is more scary, and that
Yeah.
was always in the Freddy movies. There's
Yeah.
the balance act that they mastered
Mhm.
fucking perfectly.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of show enough, but not too terrible, but just
Yeah.
enough to just drive you damn crazy. And I always damn admire that. I just forgot. Write it down for me. There's this one 3-hour documentation about all the Freddy Krueger movies. What I want to reference at some point on a future podcast. And they showed like how they kind of make all these little tricks and how to keep the right balance of just
Alright.
like being scary but not showing too much.
Yeah. Well, Finland has a fairly interesting history in censorship, so.
Wait, was it not like since the last 15 years or so your official censorship is dissolved,
Yeah.
but it's voluntary? But that's again for
Yeah, we'll go into that later.
Yeah. No, but definitely, like, I know one of the fascinating stories, like, you know how the design of Freddy's original face came?
No.
Well, they were on the set, kind of on the idea, kind of working on stuff, and the writers were, not on the set, but writing,
Yeah.
and they ordered pepperoni pizza.
Okay. Well,
Right, but now when you think about it,
Yeah.
the resemblance is quite candid, isn't it?
Yeah, it is actually. Yes.
Oh, one of the greatest fucking simple scenarios in there was like, you know, when not Freddy Krueger presses through the bedroom wall.
Yeah.
It was a fucking spandex sheet,
Mm-hmm.
just painted with the color of the
Yeah.
wall. But wasn't that fucking scary as shit?
It is, and I've actually had the plan for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years maybe already, to make that kind of thing on my wall. To, I don't know.
Just
Yeah, a frame. I don't know
the
what.
framed version of it
No.
it
I
coming
mean,
out
a building a frame from something, a steel wire or something, and then covering it with papier mâché or something like that, and then finishing it with the wall color and texture, and then just hanging it up on my wall.
That's actually quite good, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, that was
Feel
a
free to
fucking dorky sound you just made.
Was what?
You just make duh.
Well, feel free to steal that idea and
No, how? Don't you dare. We're gonna fucking hunt you down.
I'm gonna find this on Etsy in a couple of weeks. Am I?
Well, we won't hunt you down because we are actually fairly lazy, so we ain't gonna do that. But don't you dare. By the way, why did I just went too high pitched in that word? But I have a fucking obnoxious voice. Huh?
Tell us in comments.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Is it on?
Is it on?
Is it on? Yeah.
So,
Okay, we're live.
so
Okay.
anyway, if you have complaints about that point, then just go on Twitter at WANHTPY.
Yeah.
And that's our damn Twitter account. So, well, but you also, if you talk shit, fuck you, we're gonna damn ban you. Because, you know what? You get that shit for free, so who the fuck are you to complain? Okay, where you'd complain now, welcome. And funny conversations. And also, if you have any ideas or topics that you want to have to discuss, just fucking throw it into there.
Yeah.
We're gonna later on introduce our Facebook page and email and internet page, but that's still in development, so that's gonna come on. And also, if you have a band, just send a song in, because we would like to introduce the segment in the end, when we're done talking, just have a song playing from a band that maybe wouldn't have gotten any play, or you just want to get it out there, just send the shit in, so...
Yeah.
I said...
We might actually talk about your band and your song.
If it's good, definitely.
Yeah. In a respectable manner.
At least you, not me. No, but then, if something is good, we're definitely gonna talk about it and gonna play it. I mean, nobody gives a shit about our little podcast anyway, but
Yeah.
when we end, it's a 99% anyway, just for us.
Yeah.
I'm fucking surprised how comfortable we got in the front of the damn microphone in the first place.
Yeah, it's been surprisingly comfortable.
Yeah, I have a fucking sheets of paper in front of me of bullet points.
Yeah.
But somehow, I didn't get even the fucking knee of it.
Yeah. Well,
But the weird thing is, it's not even supposed to be a talking about movie podcast.
yeah. Somehow we just went there.
It just slipped into that thing.
Oh well.
Would you like to go into some weird news or something?
Well, sure.
So basically, there was a couple, so his wife has a birthday, and, well, he thought, he's gonna, contact the radio station to play a little prank on her, just make it kind of little surprise for you. But, well, that prank fucking went south. So the bottom point of that one was kind of that the radio station calls and says well, your husband got...
This is Mike.
Wait, you're not supposed to start yet. No, but that the company calls the wife I'm sorry, but we have to lay off your husband because he fucked somebody on his desk.
Right.
But in the end, there comes a fucking great turn around on that story. I'm gonna get into it after that clip is playing, in case you don't catch it.
I'm the personnel director here at your husband's work.
Oh, hi, how are you?
I'm fine, and how are you?
Fine.
Lois, are you sitting down?
Yes?
Well, I have some bad news.
What do you mean bad news? Bob's okay, isn't he?
Well, actually, that's why I called to talk to you. It's about Bob, and I know that he's been an employee here for a very long time, but I'm afraid we're going to have to let Bob go.
What do you mean? Wait, that's not very fair. He's been very loyal to you.
Look, I can understand you feeling that way.
Feeling that way? You don't understand. We just had a baby.
No, I understand
This is a
that.
very hard time to do this kind of a thing.
Yes, it is, but Bob has kind of forced our hand on this.
Why are you firing him?
We caught him doing his secretary on his office desk.
Oh, that son of a bitch.
Look, I know you're upset.
Upset is not the word. That's stupid Ron, son of a bitch, I can't believe this.
He's on his way home right now, and he's going to need your support.
I'm gonna change the locks on the door. I'm throwing his outside on the front lawn. He can just have it all. I'm not even gonna be here when he gets back. And now, I don't feel so bad about his brother.
Casey and Ron, it's a joke. Your husband put us up at your birthday. Happy birthday!
And then just she hangs the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't feel bad about to tell him that I fucked his brother. Isn't that a prank gone fucking wrong?
Yeah. Well. Sucks to be them, I suppose.
But come on, let's be honest, it's damn hilarious. Like, first she complains, like, you can't fire them, we just had a baby. Fucking 50 seconds later, I fucked his brother.
Yeah.
Where to go from there?
Yeah. Some other topics, maybe.
Well,
People walking slowly and the wrong. No, that we covered that.
yeah, we
already.
already covered it a long time ago.
But they still suck. Fuck you. If you
Yeah.
walk on the wrong side of the street.
Okay, how long are we already in anyway? I guess we have no idea.
No, it was 58 minutes when we started, so it's 12 minutes left. So, by my math, we're going on.
Mr. Math, tell us.
I have no fucking idea.
So I think we're like 48 minutes
Do I
in.
look like a mathematician to you?
48 minutes in.
Maybe.
If there's from an hour, 12 minutes left. around.
Okay.
So, without keeping the fucking dead air. Like, these silly things. Like also like do you not enjoy accidentally death? Come on, we all
Well-
do that.
Well, it's never happened to me before.
Hey, I'm the first candidate for it. I actually just like, what was it? 1 week ago, I was making egg butter, Munawai,
Uh-huh.
and well, the butter was not quite unfrozen yet. So I mixed hard, and it was the spoon. It has like the plastic handle,
Yes.
and I managed to cut myself on a round plastic handle. So
But
you
you didn't quite die from it, I take it.
No, but I managed to cut myself on a nut sharp plastic spoon handle.
Well, that's an achievement you can be proud of for the rest of your life.
I cut myself on so many things, and I'm really injury drawn. I'm really talented in that. It's just fucking amazing. So I'm always, when I read stories like that, I have my fucking attention that. Like, one thing I have to more worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, if you are injury prone, you might just, one of these days you might end up being on a list of silly ways to die.
I'm that kind of person, when you go in a second-hand store and you pick one thing up, you make a chain reaction over 10 tables.
Yeah,
That's me.
alright.
That literally happened to me.
Okay.
It always damn happens to me. So when I hear things like that, so Gary Hoy, or whatever his
What?
fucking name is. Yeah.
Hoy.
Hoy, yeah.
Hoy, yeah. Hoy.
A 30-year-old lawyer and a senior partner at the Holden Day Wilson law firm in Toronto, Canada. Okay, who doesn't know that Toronto's Canada anyway? Well, fell to his
What
death.
Americans?
Fell to his death on July 9th, 93. After he threw himself against a window on the 24th floor of the Toronto Dominion Centre in an attempt to prove to the class that was visiting
Yes.
that the glass was unbreakable.
Yeah.
It was a class of law students.
Yes.
He had apparently attempted this stunt many times in the past, having previously bounced harmlessly off the glass. His first attempt failed to damage the glass at all. On his second attempt, the glass didn't break, but popped out of the window frame,
Yeah.
and he fell over 300 feet to his death. Like, seriously, what the fuck goes through your mind in that damn second? And you go like, you see, it doesn't break. First time, second time, like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, well, you have a couple of seconds to think about things that are going wrong at this point.
I kind of hate this kind of stories. It's just one more thing for me to worry about how I might die.
Yeah. There's actually a fairly funny song on this subject, but I'm not sure if we can play it.
Well, we can give it a shot. We can edit it out if we can't.
Only to, well, we were just talking about
This
ways
lovely-
that you can die.
And that lovely little PSA.
Yes, let's have a listen, I suppose.
Set fire to your hair. Poke a stick at a grizzly bear.
Why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah.
Medicine that's out of date. Using private
I did that.
parts as piranha.
And still you didn't die.
Yeah.
Dumb ways to die.
It was a fun night though.
So many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways.
Yeah, and I really encourage you to look at the video. It's rather hilarious.
Yeah, we're gonna include that in the descriptions later on, definitely.
Electrical work. Teach yourself how to fly. Eat a 2-week-old unrefrigerated pie.
I would never do that. I'm fucking super self-conscious. Hey, how about we pause it right now and later edit on in the end of the episode that people can listen to it in complete way?
Okay.
Well, I think it might get boring for some people just to listen like for like, how long is that song? Like 4 minutes?
3 minutes and 4 seconds.
Yeah. It might get boring.
Not
for-
that long if you have more attention span than the teenagers of today, but
What are you telling me? That I have no. No, but I definitely have to say like about the whole like unrefrigerated pie. I hate that kind of word already. No, but it's kind of like I never eat anything that's kind of after the due date. It might be the paranoia. I got one time as a child fucking this was it called salmonella
ah, okay.
sickness, and it was terrible. Actually, it took like most of our school out.
Right.
Like 70% of the kids were sick,
Right.
and I think like 10 or 15 had to go to the hospital.
Wow.
I wasn't one of the hospital ones,
Yeah.
but it's definitely nasty when it shoots up from both fucking ends. And even as a kid, you really kind of. Since then, if something is after the date or it kind of looks sketchy, I'm like, no, thank you.
Okay. Well,
I know the risks are very low because the due
Yeah.
dates are kind of like have a really big tolerance span.
yeah. Usually they do, yeah. But yeah, well, I can imagine after having that two-ended
Fountain.
Yes.
If you want to have that image in your head.
Well, it's a very nice image, thank you. After the first one.
Yeah.
Luckily, I've never had that, but you never know. Maybe that's an experience I will have in the future sometime.
Well, you lose a lot of weight in a short time period.
I'm sure, yeah. Maybe I can come over to your place and have something to eat.
Yeah, I just let the mayonnaise stand in the sun for like 3-4 days.
Yeah. Sounds
And then I
nice,
make
yeah.
a nice sandwich.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, well, I'm not that concerned. At times I actually even, I cook food for the following day. And I leave it on the stove.
Set
The
whole damn day.
fire to your
Over the
hair.
night.
Yeah, that's
Poke a
what I
I
mean.
stick
cook
at a
for-
grizzly
yeah,
bear.
and-
What the fuck? I
Well,
would
it's
never.
it's still warm and I
It's
can't
out
put it in
of
the
date.
fridge, so I'll
Use your
just
private
put it
parts
on
as
and leave it on
piranha
the stove
bait.
and then
Fucking god, that already puts the hairs on my arms up.
So many dumb
I mean, I
ways
cook
to
always
die.
like for many days. It was like in a smash work. But I put it right away. I can like, okay, let it cool down like for 4, 5, 6 hours, and then I put it in
Get your toast
reasonable
out
portions
with
and
a
stuff.
fork.
just eat one portion out for a day. I never have something longer, even in the fridge.
Teach
What I freshly
yourself
cooked
how to
is
fly.
1 day.
Eat a
2 days is the
two-week-old
maximum pain
unrefrigerated pie. Dumb ways to
I don't know
die.
how many times, like, if
So many
I
dumb
nobody had
ways
some
to
party or so, you
die.
make some food and you forgot about
Dumb
it.
ways to die.
I damn throw that shit out.
So many
I
dumb
just
ways
can't go
to
for
die.
them.
Invite a
just
psycho
like
killer
this food
inside. Scratch a
Experience.
drug dealer's brand new
Yes,
ride.
again.
What would you
Take
like?
your helmet
That's
off.
my fridge.
Outer space. Use a
long
clothes
as it's not on the
dryer
counter.
as a hiding place. Dumb ways to die. So many
I was actually
dumb
brought
ways
her.
to die.
At least that's what she told.
Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Keep a rattlesnake as a pet.
Like, what do you do?
Sell both your kidneys on the internet.
Yeah, shoot those.
Eat a tube of super glue. I wonder,
No, but-
what's this red button do?
In the end,
Ways to die.
so many damn times.
So many
This
dumb
time, I
ways
didn't
to
even like it was my last weekend. Surprisingly, this week was kind of so many things happening. This week I fucking don't leave my home.
So many dumb ways to die.
Well, but I don't know
Dress
the
up
time right
like
now.
a moose during
You might save
hunting
it for the
season.
next episode.
No, but you
Disturb
won't
a
remember it.
nest of wasps for
Yeah, I
no
remember
good
thinking in
reason.
artsy folks all the time.
Stand on the edge of a train station platform. Drive around the blue gates at a
let's go
level
to it. Yeah,
crossing.
let's-
Run across the
Worst
tracks
case
to
scenario, I
the
can get on
platform.